You ready?
Yeah. I'm not.
I like how you got down.
I have to bend down.
You excited?
SD card.
Okay, need an SD card. Hold on. On your mark. Get set.
Go.
Go!
Ian, let's pick this stuff up, buddy.
Go! Go find the eggs!
Blaine, look at the lawnmower.
What? I hear it. Well,
Woo! Yay! Keep going! Keep going! Hurry, get more eggs! Good job! Keep going!
wait, so are you showing him all the regular ones?
Yeah.
Go get it! What'd you get? Woo! He's done! He's jumping! You found the golden egg! Where was it?
It was up there.
How many eggs did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you being a cameraman?
I want to be on camera.
You want to be on the camera?
Yeah.
How you on the camera? Say hi.
No, I want it.
You want to do the camera?
Yeah. Hi, Mom. Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
Who
What else
wants?
do you want me to do?
See your friend. Now
I'm gonna go see my friends.
No, he's a bad boy. Cause
I was a bad boy.
Yeah, he won away.
I ran away.
Yep.
Why are you getting my feet?
Cause you bad boy.
I'm not a bad boy.
Yes, he is.
I'm a bad boy?
No, Daddy.
Daddy's a bad boy.
I just got here.
Oh. Haha.
Not very good.
Hey, Mommy. My.
Nice. That girl.
Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning and I was on the struggle bus getting up this morning. I swear I slept through my alarm and it just wasn't happening for me today. So I got here probably about 7 o'clock. I tried. Oh well. But we have some really exciting plans this week. I am so excited about like the lessons that I have going on this week, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that they're gonna go really well. This is kind of the things that I've thought out, so I want to share those with you really quick. I went onto Amazon and I was looking for some really good historical fiction text as far as just picture books goes, not chapter books, picture books, because typically when I teach in my small group settings, I don't like to do it with chapter books because it just takes way too long to get through a text. So I like to do it too with a picture book or some type of an article, and then during my read aloud time I'll pull in some of that historical fiction. So we also have a historical fiction that we're going to be doing during our read aloud. So the kids are getting multiple different experiences from all over the place. They're looking at it from like shorter text to picture books, and they're also looking at it from a perspective of chapter books. I try to throw it all in there. So the one that I found that I thought was going to be really cool, and I started reading it this weekend and I just fell in love with the text, is called Baseball Saved Us. And this is about the time when, after Pearl Harbor had gotten attacked in 1942, Roosevelt decided that he was going to have all of the Japanese, if you had Japanese descent in you, you were going to go to a relocation camp. So they went to these camps for I think about 2.5 years, and it's just about the life of this boy in this camp and how he finds joy in baseball. Here's what I'm really excited about, is that I found this text and then I went on to News ELA, and if you haven't been on News ELA, guys, definitely go and check it out, especially if you're in the upper elementary. I would even say from like 3rd grade up. If you're below 3rd grade, I'm so sorry, this text probably won't work for you. So I went on to News ELA and I found a ton of articles that had to do with the Japanese relocation camp. Like literally, I'm not even playing. Like look at this, look at this. Yeah. So let me share with you a couple of them. So one of the ones that I did get, and because I really want my kids to understand the importance of being able to research and understand the history portion of it, so that later we can see about how is that impacting the character, how is the setting and the part that it has to do with history really affecting the character and the things that is happening to that character. So the first one that I found was the attack on Pearl Harbor. And what's great about News ELA, guys, is that you can go through and you can change the level of text. So you can get it all the way from like 3rd grade all the way up to like 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. It's phenomenal. So I found that one. Another one I found was this one. Oh, let's hope it. There we go. Life at the, and I have to say it, Manzanar camp. I'm gonna have to Google that. For Japanese Americans in World War II. Again, it just kind of goes through and talks about the life. So this is the whole reason why this started, was Pearl Harbor, the life of them, and then here this one talks about the relocation of them. So this one was the Japanese Americans relocation in the US during World War II. So I have 3 different articles that I found. They come in different levels of text, which is nice. So here's what I'm planning on doing today. I think what I'm going to do is just stick to doing this as a whole group for today, because what I want to do is really just read this text today, and then I'm going to kind of figure out where I'm going to go from there and start splitting my kids into groups based upon what we've already learned about plot and what we've learned about informational text, and then I can kind of tweak them and play with them in their groups to help them understand how this is related to this. That's the plan for today. Cross our fingers, let's hope it works. Today is also going to be a very, very long day for me because we are having our parents informational night as far as our MAC team goes for next year. So we are asking all parents to have in their requests, I think by the end of this week, of whether or not they want to be entered in to be able to have the opportunity to participate. That was really awkwardly said, I'm so sorry, but they want to have the opportunity to participate within the MAC team. So today we're holding an informational night just to kind of help parents understand what is the MAC team, what are we going to be doing with these kids, why is this a good option for some of their children, and then why is it maybe not even a good option for some of them. So we also look at it as the perspective of some of these kids is going to be a fantastic fit, and then some of these kids it may not be a fantastic fit. We're wanting to help guide parents on whether or not it will be a good fit. So we're holding this meeting tonight, and the meeting tonight is not until I think 6:30-ish, so it's gonna be a long day. I'm not gonna go home. I'm gonna end up just staying here. I think we're gonna go and grab some cookies after the end of school today, so that we can have like cookies and lemonade or water or something to that extent for the parents. That's our plan. Let's hope it works. I have a very, very busy day today. I need to get a couple of other things done. I have probably about 10 minutes before I have to go to a DRA meeting this morning, and I have no morning message up. So I need to go and get that done, and I shall talk to you hopefully somewhere around the day. I'm not sure. Bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my hair is up. Is that like a sign of how my day went when you put your hair up? It actually wasn't bad. It was actually a really, really good day. I enjoyed my lesson today, which was really nice. But it is now the end of the day. So sorry I have not been able to talk to you. I am going to Sam's right now. So we're gonna go pick up some refreshments for our parent meeting this evening, and we're gonna pick up some cookies as well, and then hopefully get those tables set up so that we don't have to stress out about it. And then we might have some time in our room to be able to get some stuff done. So I'm gonna go run and do that. I will be back and I will show you guys what we got. So we are back from Sam's, and we are setting up our little area for our parents night, parent meeting, parent informational night. I don't know what to call it. Our MAC night, our MAC parent informational night. So we're setting that up right now, and my husband, he's also super sweet, brought me my straight iron, so I'm gonna do my hair in just a little bit so I can make it look a little bit more presentable. So we're hopefully, I'm getting nervous, but we're hoping for a really good turnout. I'm getting very nervous. So let's go finish up making stuff. Look. Are the flowers looking a little junky? I feel like some of them don't want to do what I want them to do. How do professional flower people do that? Ooh. Wasn't paying attention there, was I? There's our little setup. We're gonna put waters over there on that side. So we'll have waters here, and there's gonna be a little runner so to cover up that ugly paper. But then they have pretzels, cookies, napkins, cups for the lemonade, and then the beautiful little sunflowers that we found. And then this little area is gonna have all the informational papers that we'll be able to give to parents. Looks cute. We put out some pretty plants. Makes it look so much better. All right, I'm getting hot. I'm sweaty, I'm nervous. Oh, okay. Wish us luck, guys. I'll let you know how everything went if I threw up on everyone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. It is a little bit after 8:15. We just got done cleaning up our library, got all the stuff kind of put in. I am not putting anything away. I'm ready to go home. It is hot because they turned off the air conditioner, so I don't do well in the heat. So we had a phenomenal turnout, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow a little bit about what were some of the things that we kind of discussed and presented. All in all, I feel like it went really well. Parents were very pleased and very excited about the program, and so are we. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, and I have been in my classroom for a few minutes, although I've been eating breakfast, so I have not done pretty much anything. Like, I'm not even joking. I sat right there looking out that window, eating my breakfast, and I'm okay with that. I am a little bit tired this morning just because of our very long day yesterday with having our parent informational night as far as like our MAC team. It went really well. I'm very happy and pleased with the way everything went. I know a lot of the times, and let me kind of set you down. Parent night went really well, and I think the thing that we were the most nervous about, or at least I was the most nervous about, is the fact that whenever parents come, and I know I probably shouldn't think of it this way, but they're putting on a judgment about me and my teaching and my passion and the things that I really love. So that makes me nervous. It makes me nervous to talk to them because they're judging you, and they have full right to judge you because you're the one that's going to be taking care of their babies. So everything went well, and I'm gonna kind of walk you through how the night went. Do you see my big huge chalkboard? That chalkboard was up at the front, so I had the big huge chalkboard up front, and it was just kind of like leaning against the wall going to the direction of where it was, because we were holding our informational meeting in the library because they were zoomed in up in the like cafeteria, so I wanted to make sure to point them in the right direction. So I went up probably about 15 minutes early, kind of stood around and just greeted everybody at the door, had them going to the library. Once they were in the library, and I think it was a couple minutes afterwards, I walked down, left the chalkboard up there so people knew where they were going. I walked down, and my principal was the one who kind of started the meeting. And we did have like a little PowerPoint presentation that we walked through. He started the meeting talking about our vision of our district. He talked about our vision of the district, the technology initiative, and his excitement for the MAC team. When that was over, and his was really short, we didn't try to go very long because we wanted to do probably about 30 minutes of a presentation, kind of talking to them, and then open it up for questions for the last 30 minutes. So after he was done, he handed it over to my new partner. She's on my vertical team, but she's going to be my second partner. And she started talking about the vision of the district and how it aligned with our MAC team. And it was more of the ideal learning experience, and this is something that kind of my district has created, is the ideal learning experience for every child. So we talked about how does those ideal learning experience really fit into what it is that what we believe and what is it that we are doing. in this MAC team that we are creating for next year. Once she was done with that, she kind of pulled it over to me. And I introduced myself, and I told them that I wanted them to envision a classroom. I said, envision a classroom right now, and that teacher is coming up to your child and saying, okay, we're going to learn all about plants. I'm really excited about plants. I know you're really excited about plants. Let's read all about plants. And when we read all about plants, we're going to write all about plants. And if you're really, really lucky, you're going to get to grow a plant in a cup. How many of you remember growing that plant in the cup? And a few parents like laugh because they know it's true. Like, I've even done that lesson where you grow a plant in a cup. And I was like, and you grow this plant in a cup. This is great teaching. This is things that we're already doing. But let me tell you how we're planning to take it to the next level in the MAC team. I was like, envision that exact same lesson with that exact same class. But now envision it with economics tied into it. Language arts, math, writing, science, everything's put into this. And I was like, now instead of the teacher coming up saying, we're going to learn all about plants, now this teacher's coming up to you and saying, okay, we're going to figure out how it is that we're going to create a garden at North Hills. You know, our principal really wants us to do that. But where do we start? What are the things that we need to use? And you're giving them materials and you're guiding them at the same time, but you're allowing them to discover the things that they need. Isn't that what we do as adults already? Isn't this the things that we do? Is that we go out and we find out what it is that we need, we figure out the cost of what we need, we figure out how much we need of certain things, and then we take care of it, we grow it, we analyze it, we collect data for it. And then those plants will soon become vegetables and flowers. And once you get to that part, you're like, well, I'm gonna pick it, and we're gonna pick those gardens, and we're gonna pick from our garden, and then from there we're gonna say, what is it? How can we gain a profit out of this? How can we get money back to cover the cost from which we had already initially spent, but also make a little bit more money? And then what can we do with that money to put towards either our school or our community? And giving them that image of how everything's going to be integrated, but how it applies to real life, how we're incorporating those hard skills, but most importantly, we're incorporating those soft skills, which is vital for people. Just things that you need as an adult are soft skills. Being able to make eye contact, being able to handshake, being able to negotiate and discuss things with other people in order to solve things that you are trying to fix. So I kind of presented that exact blurb, not exact because I kind of wing it every time, but that whole idea of project-based learning within this MAC team. And so some of them had really, really good questions as far as, you know, how is this not able to be incorporated now? And I said, with what we're trying to do at our district, with mass customized learning and making sure that we're hitting every individual child's needs, because we do feel that it's important to hit every individual child's needs. But you have an English language arts teacher and then you have a mathematics teacher. Well, when I'm pulling for English language arts, after they're done with me, they may get pulled over there. So it's really hard to go back and forth between those two teachers. Now, in this MAC team, how we're planning on doing it is that all three of us are teaching reading, all three of us are teaching math, all three of us are teaching science and social studies. So we're going to have a block of time for reading, we're going to have a block of time for math, so it's going to be a little bit easier to integrate and do some of those things, because we're not having to worry, oh poop, she's with this other teacher, or oh, they're with this other teacher and I don't want to take away from their reading lesson, I don't want to take away from their math lesson. Instead, we're all doing it at one exact same time. So that's kind of the idea of it, and that's the spiel that I gave to parents. And once I said I was kind of done with that, and I said, you know, but the most important piece that we really want to make sure that we touch base with you is that building relationships piece. And I handed that over to my partner teacher, and she kind of made mamas boo-hoo and made them swoon, because she does such a great job with talking about that relationship piece and how we are truly going to care for them. So that was it. Once we were finished, the principal kind of wrapped everything up, And then we opened it up to questions, and the parents had some very good questions, very insightful questions. And of course, at this moment, we even told them, listen, we do not have all the answers right now. We are still trying to figure a lot of it out, but we promise you that we will work incredibly hard. We will care for those kids, and we will try to give them everything that they absolutely deserve. So we answered some questions, kind of graded. We got some more letters in. That was fantastic. Some parents were very moved and motivated and excited about getting their kids into this program. So we are also very, very excited about getting some of these kiddos into the program. And that was it. We cleaned up and brought things back. I need to put away clipboards, their chalkboards, and then I have, like, I don't know if you guys can see it, like, there it is. I have my lemonade thing still with lemonade in it, which I need to put away. So I need to get all of those things put away and get kind of everything cleared off. I'm going to be going back to my normal groups today, I think. I'm still processing some of that. I did want to share really fast that for some of my lower friends, like kindergarten, first grade friends, I love y'all. You guys are awesome. I wanted to share this with you, and I forgot to share it with you in the other vlog, so I want to share it with you now. But I don't know if you have been following me for a very long time, and when I was in kindergarten, during this time of the year, I would do a lot of problem solving. So in the morning, I had something that I called the counting jar, and the kids would come in the morning, and that would be their thing that they would complete. They would count the numbers that was in the jar. They would represent it with the same number in the bowl using some type of manipulatives that I provided them. And then they would go back and they would have to complete their counting jar sheet. It was like a quick little morning work for them. During the last 9 weeks of school, I started to do problem solving, like word problems with them. And these are the ones that I would do. So these are, every day it has a different title, obviously. It has a spot for them to be able to draw the problem to illustrate it. They have to show the problem sentence, the number sentence, the answer, and then they use this to create hops. So they'll show their hops here on this number line. Once they're done with that, they would write it in a sentence. And let me show you what that would look like. Okay, K and first grade teachers, let's just use our imagination. I know you're totally good at using your imagination because you teach K in first grade. So let's just use our imaginations right now and pretend that this is a composition notebook. I know it's not, but we're gonna pretend. Okay, so here's what you would do. The kids would glue it, and it's about the exact same size. So they would glue it to the edge, and then they would have this nice little space right down here to be able to write their sentence to the actual problem. Now, some teachers don't like to use this. I totally get not wanting to use a composition notebook. So what I have also done, and you again have to be creative and use your imagination, I've also created a little cover that you could use. Now I would definitely put this on some type of colored paper just because it makes my heart happy, and you know, and I would make it, you know, color themed. So like maybe in April I would use either pink or purple. Not just saying whatever. You don't have to do that, but I would. So you could do that, staple it into a little booklet, and then you can make these as a weekly booklet. And so as they're solving those problems, instead of having them write it down here, which you could, there's no space to be able to do it, you can have them write it on the very back of it, or have it written on the opposite page. So again, you would just have to be creative with your kids, but it would still absolutely work. So how many of you teachers out there give snacks to your kids when they need a snack? So my partner teacher has something that she says quite often, and I truly believe it and kind of stand by her whenever she does say it. But she always says that she wants to be the teacher that she would want for her son, which goes above and beyond anything. But we have a ton of kids, and sometimes, you know, they forget snacks, and that's gonna happen. So we end up keeping extra snacks kind of in a basket for them so that they can come and just grab them whenever they do need them. And her whole philosophy, and now our philosophy, is that, you know, if our baby was hungry and they forgot their snack, we would really hope and pray that a teacher would give it to them. So that is kind of our belief on that. And I went yesterday when we were at Sam's and just picked up a big old bucket of pretzels. So it was my turn. She got it last time, so now I'm doing it this time. Picked up a big old bucket of pretzels. So now what I am doing is I am putting them into little snack bags, and then I just use like a smaller cup to do it, and then I place it inside of this little basket, and the kids know exactly where it is. They'll come and make a line and they'll grab their snacks if they need snacks. So I'm now going to try to distribute as much of this as possible so that we can have some snacks for this afternoon ready to go. A bucket of snacks, enough to at least get us through today and maybe tomorrow and a couple more days after that. So I just stick my little basket up here, and then we pull it down whenever we need it for snack time, and we have snacks. And I still have half a bucket left, which is really nice. So those buckets I think are like $7 or $8. They're not terribly expensive, and they'll last me a good like week, almost 2 weeks. So great deal. If you have a Sam's card, go get the pretzels because those are awesome. I also like to get those big huge animal crackers, the ones that are in the big bear bin. I like those too. Those are really awesome. Those work great for snacks. I don't typically like to do the little packages of one of those because y'all, you're paying for packaging. Let's just be honest. You're paying for them to individually package everything versus you having to put them in little baggies yourself. You're gonna save money if you don't pay for those big boxes of pre-packaged snacks, and they don't even hardly get enough. Like, I feel like I give them a little bit more and I'm also saving money at the exact same time. So hi guys, it is now the end of the day, and I am ready to go home because I have quite a bit of planning that I need to do. I need to plan for my main video for this week, and then I also have to plan for a room transformation that we are doing next week. So those are the two big things, and then I have one thing that I need to submit to my principal by this evening, so I have to go home and type that up. So I need to actually make sure that I take that home and the paper is somewhere in that general area. Anyways, so I try to do a little bit of filming of me during like my lesson, and was gonna put a little clips and things like that, but then my SD card got really full and I wasn't able to film for the rest of the day. So that was a little bit of a bummer. Overall, the day went really well. I was dealing with a lot of passion projects towards the very end of the day, so kids are working like on their presentations. The girls were making gummy bears once again. They were also, I had another kid, and I'm about to show you guys, hold on. I had another kid who is working on optical illusions, and he loves Legos. So he's incorporating optical illusions and Legos into one. Look at that hair. Oh, my stupid little stinking hairs. Okay, so he is incorporating optical illusions and Legos into one. So he created optical illusions with some Legos. So here are some of the ones that he has done. To be honest, I can't remember what some of these do. I don't remember that one. It's something this one, and it has to do with the spinning or something to that extent. Like, it looks like a circle, but it's not a circle. I'm not really sure. He told me, I can't remember exactly. This one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it here. You have a little light and you can see a ghost. Let me see if I can. Do you see the ghost? I don't know. It's not catching on camera. So there's a little ghost that you can actually see in there. This one is from one side, it looks like a solid color. The other side, it looks like a clear. So once again, another optical illusion. So anyway, so he created a bunch of these. He was kind of going through looking at how the brain actually works with some of these. He created them with Legos, and then he's going to do one more that he has to kind of create based on some of the things that he has found about optical illusions, which I thought was extremely creative. So we have that. My girls are going to be comparing gummy bears tomorrow, so we have these gummy bears. Here are the ones that they've made. Sorry. They made these today. And they're going to be comparing these to the actual store-bought brand. All right, good morning, everyone. It is, what day is it? Wednesday. I woke up with the worst allergies this morning. My eyes were so puffy and baggy. They were awful. Hopefully they look a little bit better now. So I am making a very early morning stop at Walmart because I need to get card stock and a couple of drinks for the classroom so that I can have something to drink today. So I'm going to run into Walmart, and then do you guys see that? Are you excited? I'm excited. Cross your fingers. Let's hope that it actually fits inside of, these are meant for my library, by the way, if you have not been watching my vlogs. These are meant for my library, so my books don't keep getting pushed all the way back because it drives me crazy. So my husband and my father-in-law, who are the greatest people in the whole entire world, made them. So now crossing my fingers that they fit. So I'm gonna go in, get that stuff, get back in the car, get to school. See you there. Okay, so I only decided to bring in one of these. Let's try it out. Cross our fingers. Oh! And hope that it actually fits. Least amount of bucks. Yay! Look at that! How awesome. Okay. So I asked my husband, because I know you guys are probably going to wonder this, especially if you do have chapter books or picture books. You could do it any way you want to do it, to be honest. So I did ask him exactly, I'm about to sneeze, I've been sneezing all morning. Ask him exactly what this is, because I don't even know what it is. I'm sorry guys, I'm not a lumber person, I don't know. It's a 2x6 apparently, but you could use a 2x4. He was just worried about books falling behind it, so he chose to do the 2x6. He says you could do the exact same thing with it. So here's kind of what we did. I measured the distance from in here all the way over there, which for me, it was 47 inches. And then I kind of thought, okay, well, how much of a distance do I want to have back here? Now let's see what the finished product is going to be once all the books are up there. So let's put the books back. This is awesome. Check that out. Look how good that looks compared to this, where like the kids would do that and they would push the books, or because they would want to sit like up here, which I mean, I don't mind them sitting up there so long as they're not knocking things over, but they would push the books back like that. Or even when they would go to like select a book, this is how my library would end up at the end of the day. Now the books are totally stuck. They're not moving. Like, I am for real so giddy right now that this stuff is that my husband made this with my father-in-law. I'm so excited because I'm tired of looking at my books and my books looking like a hot mess. Like, it's just, I put a lot of pride in my books, and then I did all those labels. I'm really excited. This looks really good. Okay, I need to go get the other 5. I did film my video this morning, so I need to get that going. I am feeling really good about my books. Let me show them to you guys, because I actually did put all of the little boards back there, and I did not show you any of that. So here's what it looks like. You can kind of see the board through those, but that's okay because those are eventually going to get filled with books, so I'm not like stressing out about it. But what's nice is that literally like nothing can get pushed back, which is so nice. So this is how my books look now. I'm feeling really good about it. I'm even more excited to see when my kids actually sit up on top of those things and they like to try to push my books back with their feet. Well, they don't try it. They don't do it on purpose, but they push their books back with their feet. So I'm excited to see that this can withstand that. I cannot wait to show you guys what my books look like at the very end of the day. So I hope to show you some really awesome stuff. But I'm gonna go reheat my coffee because I never did finish my coffee, so now I need to go reheat it. It is now the end of the day and I am a sweaty hot mess, so I apologize for that, but I've been working really hard since the very end of school. This afternoon went great. The kids were doing a really great job with informational, just going over some of the things that we've already previously learned, giving them lots of opportunities to work collaboratively with partners, which has been working out so phenomenally. Right now, which is why I'm a sweaty hot mess, is because I'm getting ready for my next room transformation. So the room transformation is going to be on Monday. It's been a really long time since I've done one. I honestly wanted to do this about a month ago, and just one thing after another was happening, and I just wasn't able to do it, between having the responsive classroom days off, having the times off for Ron Clark Academy, having the time off for the curriculum thing. There was just a lot going on, and I wasn't able to get to it, to be honest, which I absolutely feel horrible about. But we're finally getting to it. So I have been cutting up blue paper, which is going to go on the walls on Monday. So the room transformation is on Monday. I can't remember if I told you that, but it is. It's on Monday. So I've been cutting up blue paper, cutting up some green and some brown paper. I will give you guys a little bitty sneak peek as to what the transformation is going to be, but I'm not going to tell you what the transformation is, because I have quite a few children who like to watch my videos. So hi children, I'm so glad that you're watching my videos, but I'm not going to tell you what the transformation is. My husband's going to be getting here in a little bit with pizza and my children, so that he can kind of help me set some of these things up, because I have a very, very busy weekend this weekend. I have something planned Friday night, something planned Saturday, something planned Sunday, so, and then the schools aren't really open on the weekend. So I'm trying to figure out how can I get everything pretty much set up Friday afternoon before I leave, so that Monday it is like set, ready to go. All I have to do is just kind of set out the papers, and maybe even then I might be able to set out the papers on Friday afternoon. So we'll see. So all of this stuff is going underway. I promise I will give you a little bitty sneak peek sooner or later, but I'm gonna continue cutting up some of this paper so I can have majority of it ready for my husband when he gets here to kind of help me start cutting and taping. Good morning everyone. It is Thursday morning. Can I just say really quick how tired I am? And I am really tired. I went to bed at 8:30. I think I've been going to bed at 8:30 almost every single night this week, and I'm struggling today. I really am. But here's the thing that I want to just kind of communicate to all of you. And I was watching videos. I watch videos in the morning, by the way. Like, I have my little ear things so that I can listen to my videos while I'm getting ready in the morning, so I don't wake up my family. But I was watching videos this morning, and I was watching Teachers Learn Too video, and he did the hashtag, what was it? Stop the countdown, or something to that extent. Hashtag stop the countdown. And I'm like, amen, brother, amen. Yes, stop the countdown. Like, y'all, so many teachers, and I totally get it. Listen, I am right there with you. I am a normal teacher. I am a mom. I am ready for summer. I am ready to go to the beach. I am ready to have those days where I can sleep in. I totally understand you, but at the exact same time, I don't want the school year to end. I don't want my kids to leave me. I am really upset and sad about my kids leaving me, like to the point where I feel like I'm about to tear up now. But I don't want them to leave me. Like, I love my class, I love my kids, and I am really sad about it. It's not a good thing. But this kind of goes along the line with what Teachers Learn Too said, and he said, you know, stop the countdown. You know, we need to stop celebrating that school is over. What kind of a message are we sending to kids? And that's, or to kids, to parents, to families, everyone. And that's so true. What kind of message are you sending? Stop the countdown, y'all. I love it. Adam, thank you so much for sharing that. So the same thing with being tired. I get that you're tired. I'm just as tired too, but every day I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna give it every single little bit that I have, and I may go home even more tired, and I may go home frustrated and irritated and my feet hurting and I can barely keep my eyes open, but I'm gonna give all of these kids every single ounce of every bit of energy that I have, because I only have so much with them and I want to give them everything that I have. So there's my little spiel this morning. I'm sorry. I got into that because of Adam, so sorry. But yes, I'm really tired. and I'm going to make it. I'm gonna make 5 cups of coffee today, and it's gonna be great, and we're gonna have a phenomenal day. So I'm gonna go make my coffee, so hopefully I can start waking myself up, because even now I can't stop yawning. That sink is driving me crazy. Ugh. No classroom is complete without popcorn. Okay, I'm about to get on to my second cup of coffee so that I can start making it through the day. But I just wanted to let you guys know, typically in the mornings what I will do is I will come in, I will kind of get on my light situation, get in my coffee. I like to come in and ease through the day. I'm not one that likes to just barrel in and just get started. So that's why I like to get here so early, because it just works out better for me. There are some people that can come in at exactly 8 o'clock, get into the meeting, and then not have any problem with teaching. I envy those people. I am not one of those people. I have to come in, get myself situated, kind of calmly start the day. If by any chance I cannot calmly start the day, I feel like I'm frantic, and I just can't handle that in my life. Once I do that, I will kind of look at what is it that I'm teaching for the day between my groups. I will double check my chart that's outside, making sure that my group times are correct, to change around any names that I need to change around. And typically I will do that because students are working on different skills, or they need to come in and review something, depending on what groups that I'm teaching for that day. The next thing that I will come in and do is I will go ahead and start off the day and get my target ready for the first group that I have. So for my first group, I have down, I can write a paragraph summarizing an informational text. Now, I talked to you guys yesterday, well, by the time you guys are seeing this, Wednesday, I had a video that posted up about learning targets and explaining a little bit about how I use learning targets, why we should use learning targets in the classroom. And this is my example of my learning target. So I talked in the video a little bit about having 3 different types of learning targets. The first one is knowledge. The second one is skill. You want to make sure that you have a really good spread of all of them. Y'all, it's like when you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with some butter on it. You don't want to put too much butter on it. You don't want to put too much jelly on it. You don't want to put too much peanut butter on it. Same thing here. You don't want to have too much of something. You want to have an even spread of it. So I have down a skill today. So the skill that they're going to be working on today is writing. And the idea between the writing is that they're able to communicate to me the summary of the actual passage that we read. So that's the focus for that lesson. I have that up. I'm going to take out an anchor chart that I've previously made that the students are familiar with. So I'm going to take out that anchor chart. I'm not going to have the big, huge paper. I will show you guys the anchor chart that I have. Typically, I will take pictures of my anchor charts and then kind of tuck them away. And so when I'm ready to use them again, I will take them out and have them copied already, and students will be able to go through and use them. For some reason, I don't have that one, so I need to go and copy it. I have the picture, I don't have the copy. So I'm about to go and do that so I can make sure I have my copies for today. So they're gonna have that for today. Ooh, I think I know where it is. I think I know where it is. Yep. I know where it is. I just remembered. I thought I had copied it, and lo and behold, I haven't put it up in the file thing. Ha! Bam. There it is. Okay, so this is what the students are going to be able to use to help them. I'm so glad that I remembered this, y'all. I'm so sorry. I keep losing track. But I am so glad, because this is one less thing that I have to get done, and I thought I had them. Anyways, so here it is. And it's just a smaller version of that anchor chart. And what they're gonna do is use this to help them complete that summary. So I'm gonna give them a copy of this today that they're gonna be able to use. And that's gonna help them achieve this target. Now this target may be like 2 days, so it may last for 2 days depending on how long my kids are taking, how long it's taking them to understand the concept again. But that's kind of the idea of what I'm going to be doing today for my first group. So that is ready to go. I have my morning message ready to go, which y'all, we are finishing our book today. My kids are so excited. Like the past few days they're like, finish it, and I'm like, no, I have to teach, crazies. Okay, so here's my morning message. It says, has the date up there. Good morning, Scars. In the book, the kids are called the Scars, so I added that in there because they'll get a kick out of it. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to finish Scar Island? Will Jonathan save everyone? Will Sebastian put up a fight? What happened to Patrick? On the board, write your favorite part about the story so far. The day is what you choose to make of it. Make every day count. Warmly, Miss S. So that's up, ready to go. I do need to change this, so I don't know if I've talked about this. So let me get him into my little comfy chair over here, and then I'm gonna chit chat with you about this little board up here. So I struggled for a very long time with figuring out what was the best way for me to be able to communicate to my groups. What is it that I wanted them to do? Because every day they're either working on a skill, they're working on independent writing, and so this board started kind of taking mold once I had seen another teacher using it, but she was using it in a very different way. So I thought, oh, you know what? That could work. That could work in my room. I would just have to change it to make it fit for what is it that I specifically need. So here on this side is for their independent writing. So they're informing me and letting me know where they are during that writing process for their independent writing. And then once they get to kind of this publishing spot, once they're finished publishing, they will let me know by writing their name. And then I will go through and print out their publishing and then have a conference with them afterwards. So then up here, it ended up being here's what you're going to be doing today. So focusing more on, like, if you're in the peanut butter group, this is what you're working on. If you're in the jelly group, this is what you're working on. If you're in such and such group, this is what you're going to be working on. So it's very fitted to what they specifically need. And that's kind of where that one took hold. Now that huge line that's right here that I'm kind of like caressing, that's weird, that's a weird word, I don't know why I said that, but anyways, that I'm pointing at needs to go bye-bye, and I just haven't done it yet because this will tend to leak into this big huge square, which is okay, that's what it's intended to do. And then this square that's right here in this little area has any type of information, news that's going to be going up for the kids, things that they just need to be aware of. For instance, you know, they have down there, I think, what, it's school stores today. They also had on there that Friday is going to be Earth Day, such and such and such. So that's kind of the reasons in how I use my board. So now I need to go through and change this over here so that the kids know when they come in, it's not, hey Miss Backman, what am I doing today? Hey Miss Backman, what is this? What do you have our group doing today? None of that. Because as soon as they come up to me, guess what I say? Go look at my board. Go look at the board, because the board tells you everything. So I need to get that done. I might actually go ahead and attempt to take this off because I do not have a meeting this morning, so I am very thankful. Hallelujah, yay. So I am that teacher that completely and utterly thought that I had all the time in the world, that I did not have a meeting at 8 o'clock, and lo and behold, I have a faculty meeting. I don't know what I was thinking that the faculty meeting was gonna be in the afternoon for some reason. I'm like, oh, it's in the afternoon. Don't have to worry about it. My partner teacher kindly reminded me that we never have faculty meetings in the afternoon, and I'm like, oh, I'm almost certain sometimes we have had them. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. Now I have 10 minutes to get my life in order, and now I have created a mess trying to put things back. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. So today is a really long day, actually. I am planning to be here for a very, very long time. Not because, I don't know. I'm planning on being here a really long time. So today, guys, here's what's kind of the game plan. This morning, the kids are making ice cream after we have a pause meeting. So we have a pause meeting this morning. We have ice cream that my partner teacher's student teacher is doing. So I'm not teaching this morning. Then this afternoon, we have an Earth Day celebration. Again, I'm not teaching this afternoon, but then this afternoon, this evening, after all the kids leave, this room is getting transformed, which I'm very, very excited about. So my husband's gonna come and actually help me. So the boys will be here, my husband will be here, and we will be setting up for Monday's classroom transformation, which I'm very excited about. So it's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna need a lot of coffee. Good thing I have coffee stocked up. Okay, so I have a Scholastic book order that I have to put out. I don't know how other teachers have done it in the past, like in like my different schools, when I have seen how they have distributed their books, but my favorite way to do it is Ziploc bags. Y'all, my favorite way to do a lot of things is Ziploc bags. I remember putting t-shirts in Ziploc bags with their names on it. I remember putting their books in here. I have used Ziploc bags for everything. I highly recommend making sure that you always have sandwich, snack, actually all of them, sandwich, snack, quart, and gallon size bags, because these things save my life time and time again. I will put my centers into Ziploc bags. The books will end up getting distributed in there. Anything that I'm doing, like even right now, my book labels are in a Ziploc bag because it's easy for me to just be able to kind of tuck away. A lot of the times when you get a ton of containers, the containers will end up being really bulky and you're losing a lot of space with those containers. So the Ziploc bags will help to prevent some of that. So try not to buy so much of the container part of it, but this is probably one of the best ways for me to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna distribute out my kiddos books. Classroom order, I bought 2 of the Amulet series, which, y'all, I had no idea that these things were hardback. I'm so excited. So excited that these things are hardback. My kids are loving this series. Yes, it is a graphic novel, but y'all, for some of you who like really and truly like despise graphic novels still have a storyline. And you also have to remember that graphic novels require a different type of skill in order for them to be able to read it. Like, they really have to make sure that they're using a lot of inferencing. They're having to really pay attention to the illustrations to kind of back up what the author is giving them in the little words that they have. It's no different than a picture book that has very little words and there's a lot of illustrations into it. So think of a graphic novel in that way. It just is a different way for a reader to approach a book. Still really fantastic. If you have not read these series, I strongly recommend that you go out and get them for your library and for your kiddos. They'll love them. Okay, so this is my order. Put that there. Something crystal. I like it. So he's the guy that got this one. Trayorus and the Enchanted Crystal. I don't know that one. Okay, so I will literally just stick it in here, zip it up, and it goes off. There. When I was in kindergarten, what was nice when I did these is that each kid had a bucket so that they would put their like snacks and their lunch boxes and their towels when we had nap time at the beginning of the year, and I would just stick those inside of their bucket. Here I don't have that ability. I have like a mailbox system that I have over here, but unfortunately my partner does not. Next year though, when we have our 3 multi-age classrooms, we will have a huge row, like this entire side will be filled up for strictly mailboxes so that the students can be able to put all of their belongings there, and we'll be able to have a little bit more flexibility and be able to pass more things out throughout the day, or I guess like after school or at the beginning of school, not having to like worry about having kids everywhere, because they just kind of are everywhere. So that's going to be an easier way for us to be able to distribute some of those. All right, let's see. Hogwarts and Big Nate. I know who this is. Look at that. I'm so excited for him. Very jelly. Hogwarts Library. Fantastic Beaks, Quidditch, Entails, Beetle Bard. Very cool. And Big Nate. Let's see. Old Wolf, Wild. So Heiko waits. Old Wolf, Wildlife. I'm very impressed with his order. Somebody's ringing me. Somebody's ringing me. Hi. Yes, I need to send that to you. It's not in the drive apparently. Yeah, I'll send it to you. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay, let's see. Ramonda got Return to the Isle Lost. Melissa de la Cruz. And also, let me go ahead and just also say this, because you're probably thinking in your head, oh my gosh, they're gonna waste all those Ziploc bags. No. So even after I distribute them, what I will end up telling the kids, hey, listen, if you're not gonna put them in your backpack and take them home, or if you're gonna start taking out your books right now, I want my Ziploc bag back. You need to give that back to me. So they'll give it back to me, and y'all, I will just neatly fold that right back up, and I will stick it right back in the box, and I'll just reuse it, because it's not like food or something contaminated when inside of it. Okay, so I was able to get some books with some of the points that I got, and I didn't have a ton of points this time because I had a ton last time that I ended up spending all of them on. But I definitely ordered more of the Amulet series, so this is what I got with some of my points. And then they give you, if you're lucky, they'll give you like a free pack. And y'all, I got hard books on my free pack, which is crazy. So I ended up getting these two, which I have not heard of. Another one of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul, which my kids love Diary of the Wimpy Kid. They're starting to kind of get out of it a little bit, but typically at the very beginning of the year, they're all about this one. And Ghoul Friends till the end. Get it? Ghoul Friends? Cute. And then a SpongeBob movie chapter book. So all that was in my freebie. Now I need to put labels onto those, so I'm going to stick those over there, put labels on them, and put them into the library after I have shown my kids the actual books that they're getting.
Good.
Oh yeah. Is it recording? Hello everyone, it is in the end of the day. The party was phenomenal. I have some amazing parents. We had 6 rotations where the kids were doing things that were related to the deciduous forest. Like, y'all, they had a snack, they had some games, they had some crafts, they got to take home a plant, they took home a Mother's Day card. It was just absolutely wonderful. The kids had a blast. So today was an overall very wonderful day for the kids. They really had a good time. You see my kid over there causing all kinds of trouble. So you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Bridget, what's wrong with your room? Y'all, it's getting transformed. I am so excited. So we're gonna have a transformation on Monday. We're staying on Friday to get it all set and ready to go, because we can't come in on the weekend. Plus there's a lot of exciting things going on the weekend. Saturday I'm gonna meet with Elizabeth Raff. Sunday my partner teacher's son is turning 1. Very, very busy weekend, but we're all very excited about it. So we are finally underway with getting the transformation done. We've gotten the tables out. We've gotten all of the rows pretty much done. Ian's over there working on some of the legs at the moment to lower those desks. But these are gonna be the work benches that they are working on. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, I strongly urge that you do go ahead and follow me. I will leave my name. It's just the lettered classroom for Instagram. But if you do follow me on Instagram, then you've already seen that I did a post giving you a little bit of a sneak peek on what it is that I am, kind of our theme of Monday. So drum roll please, because our theme is going to be, all right, so Drum roll please, because our theme is
Minecraft.
Minecraft. We're so excited. I know all of my kids are going to be, my child is over here climbing on top of stuff, sorry. I know that my students are gonna be so excited because they all love Minecraft at this age. So I am excited to be able to unleash this. So this one, unlike the pirate one where they were trying to compete with one another, they're all gonna be working as a team and they are all going to be defeating this ender dragon. So it's kind of along the storylines. I am not gonna tell you a lot about it, so you're gonna have to wait until next week's vlog. I am so sorry. Next week's vlog, in order to be see the entire transformation and hear kind of the entire story, give you a walkthrough of what the kids are doing throughout each of the steps and how we ended up planning it. But I am gonna give you little bitty sneak peeks throughout this entire video of just how I'm setting things up. So I hope you guys are just about excited as I am. I feel like I've had 10 cups of coffee, and I probably have, and it's gonna be okay. So I'm really excited. So we got some of the blue walls up. I'm not tall enough to be able to get the very, very top. So I got them up as far as I can, and then my husband's gonna have to go back through and kind of make sure the rest of the top is pretty much done. So I'm gonna do blue all the way around, and then I'm gonna go over some of the blue and do some of the brown, blocky kind looks. So that's what I'm doing right now. It is getting hot in here because they turned the air off and I cannot get the air conditioner to turn back on for the love of me. So we're gonna see how it works. But I'm gonna keep on working and I will talk to you guys very, very soon with another update. All right, y'all, it is 10:30 at night. It is time to go home. So we had full intentions of showing you guys all this wonderful vlog footage of us setting up this classroom. However, we were fighting children, we were fighting the time crunch, and it was just not happening. So I'm really, really sorry. You can kind of see a little bit of it behind me, but that's all you're gonna get right now. You guys are gonna have to wait until next week to watch the next vlog, kind of doing the walkthrough and giving you everything that we've done. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are really, 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 really excited about seeing this transformation, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up. It always definitely helps to be able to reach other teachers around in our community. So definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.